Welcome back once again to the Simple 2000 series. Today we are looking at the second part of my Japanese exclusive selection of games. So as you well know, or don't know, I finished playing through all of the Simple 2000 English released games, and now I'm looking at some Japanese exclusive games. I have got a part 1 video where I look at 5 games, and this is the part 2 video where I look at another 5 games. After that, that's it. I'm not looking at any more Simple 2000 games. We're going to be going to the Simple 2000 Ultimate Series, obviously, but for just the Simple 2000, that will be it. Now, this time around, we've got some interesting games. We got a game about a maid. We got a game that looks like Mad Max, a horror game of some kind. We got some bit of best medias in here, you know, the creators of the Sniper 2. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one, I think. Anyway, let's dive right in. So first up, we have the Simple 2000 series 105, the Maid Fuku to Kikanjuu, developed by Ride-On Japan and released in 2006. It's a game that has a similar kind of camera angle system to something like Devil May Cry. I think it is kind of trying to be a little bit like Devil May Cry, kind of. But all it kind of reminds me of is DMC2, if I be honest, and that's not a good thing. But even worse than that. So yeah, so you're playing as a maid. I think the maid's a cyborg. I don't know. The story is non-existent there. You know, it's all in Japanese, so I don't really know. But I have a feeling the maid is some kind of cyborg. And yeah, you go around taking down these other little doll things that are around. And then the boss at the end is a helicopter. At the end of stage 1, it's just a helicopter. It has very, very, very simplistic movements and quite easy to predict. I just try and do a lot of different things, but it seems like you have a ability to use a sword, ability to use a gun, and you even have a rocket launcher you can use as well. So yeah, it's okay. Combat's okay. There's a fair amount of combos that you can use. I haven't really got much else to say about this game actually. It's kind of just there. It's kind of just mediocre, just there, if you know what I mean. It just doesn't have the same kind of like ooh as that miniskirt police game had, if I be honest. At least with that one, it has a very strange concept. You know what I mean with what's going on. With this, it's just you're a cyborg maid fighting things. Next up, we have Volume 25, the Menkyo Shutoku simulation. Now, I tried to get the updated version of this game, couldn't find it, so we're using the original one, developed by Viet Systems. Yeah, if you probably haven't guessed already, this is like a little quiz game or something, right? You know, the image on the title screen should kind of give it away. It's a driving test game. It's basically a game that should be a part of something like, I don't know, the Simple 1500 Jitsuo series, and I'm pretty sure it was a part of the Simple 1500 Jitsuo series, because there was a game like that, and this is just an updated version of that. And here it is. So you have a test, and then you have the actual practical test, which is literally just drive around this really small course, all while collecting these little pellets. It's basically Pac-Man. I'm not even fucking joking. I can't believe I didn't make that realization as I was playing the game. But this is Pac-Man. Even the little map you have in the bottom left-hand corner, it's fucking Pac-Man. Honestly. Oh my god, I've only just realized it. It's fucking Pac-Man, and it's fucking horrible. Right? In case you're wondering, like, you gotta go collect these yellow pellets, right, as you're going around. And you're timed. You got a time here. Actually, I did pretty well. Surprisingly, I got 98%, but the turning is absolutely fucking atrocious in this game. Like, my fucking car in real life turns better than the cars in this fucking game. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's just kind of stupid. But yeah, so you're in this like Pac-Man kind of stage, kind of gives you a little bit of old school GTA vibes, only slightly though. And yeah, it controls absolutely fucking terribly, you know. And it does. I mean, the reason why it controls terribly is very basic controls, but the turning is shit. So, like there, look, I knew I was going to miss that pellet regardless, so I had to reverse and go back in order to go and get the fucking pellet. Oh my god. So I come there, and we're now on an incline, I think. There's a hill, and you go around. But look, boom! Almost missed that. Oh, and I missed that pellet. All because the turning is fucking dog shit. Like, what fucking car is this? Oh, no, yeah, you had to brake hard then, didn't you? Almost smashed into you. But it's funny, see how absolutely trash I'm driving, and yet, you know, reversing all the time. And yet I managed to fucking pass the practical test. It's so fucking stupid. So yeah, that's the Menkyo Shutoku, whatever, the driving test, I assume it probably translates to. It's a really shitty driving test game. Like, maybe it does help in teaching you how to pass your driving test, who fucking knows, but the practical part of this game is fucking dog shit, honestly. Next up, we have this fucking weird game. Volume 112, the Tousou Highway 2 Road Warrior 2050. Developed by Tamsoft and is a sequel to the other Tousou Highway game, which was released in the West as Car Racing Challenge. Yeah, so this isn't inspired by a certain fucking movie or anything, is it? No, this isn't inspired by fucking Mad Max or Fist of the North Star. Of course not. Of course it fucking isn't. I haven't really actually got much to say about this game. I feel like I had more to say about this game when I was actually playing it on my second channel, but I honestly don't have much. You know, looking back, and looking back at at me playing the game, I haven't really got much to say about this, right? I assume that I never got out the car once. I assume it's an option you can get out the car, but I didn't see the fucking point. I got a time limit to get to the other end. I got a time limit to get from Tokyo to Abina, so I didn't see a point of getting outside the car. You do have the ability to shoot, but it's kind of pointless. And you got these other guys that are literally just trying to ram into you. And literally, they have the AI in this game is fucking hilarious. Because they're just stupid. They're like you just saw then, you just try to drive and smash into you, miss you completely, and end up fucking smashing into the wall. Or they'll just collide with you once and just die. I'm not even joking. Like, look how many hits I fucking take, and I'm still not down. I didn't die once in this intro stage. And these guys are literally just smashing into each other, fucking smashing into you once and dying. It's hilarious. It's fucking stupid. Like there, they both just yeeted into each other. Like, oh, boom. So yeah, you're driving down this highway. Pieces of the overpass are falling down into the road. The driving controls are fucking horrible. I will be honest, they are fucking horrible. They're really, really loose. The turning is like perfect turning. I'm not even joking. And as you can see, you can get fucking stuck on other people, other cars. It's just, it's not good. And I can understand, you know, probably the reason why this game didn't get released outside of Japan is probably because it's part of the later half of the Simple 2000 series. Not that it didn't stop them before, but I just don't think this has got really any potential. Like, besides being, haha, it's funny because Mad Max and Fist of the North Star, as an actual game, it's not. It's just kind of bland, kind of boring. You're driving from point A to point B. You don't really have to fight the enemies. You can just do full throttle down the whole fucking highway the whole entire time. It's kind of pointless. And if I'll be honest, I found it to be fairly boring, if I'll be honest. Didn't really have much to say about it. So yeah, so that was Road Warrior, Tousou Highway 2, Road Warrior 2050. What a long name for such a bland game. Oh. So Tamsoft, in their infinite wisdom, decided it was a good idea to have a go at making a survival horror game. That being Volume 113, the Tyrio Jigoku. And yeah, it's fucking horrible. I mean, like, honestly, it is just fucking horrible. So this is a horror game, or survival horror game, where you're chasing the rabbit. Literally, it's Alice in Wonderland fucking scenario here. You're chasing the rabbit, which, by the way, while I'm reading this, like, little thing here, or the girl's reading this little note here, it's playing some wacky music. That's what it was in the original game. So yeah, you're chasing this rabbit, for some reason, into another world. I'm not even joking, into another fucking world, because you start out in your classroom, and you just go through this portal into another fucking world. I've got to stress this enough. It's a fucking isekai. That's what it is. It's a fucking isekai. and yeah, you're a fucking high school girl, and basically this new dimension is full of giant bugs, and they fucking swarm to you. Like, they don't attack you. They just land on you, and you go, "Ugh, I don't like bugs. Ugh, I don't like bugs. Ugh, no, not good bugs. I hate bugs. Ugh." That's literally the game. I'm not even fucking joking, right? These guys are swarming me. I'm pretty sure I died here. But yeah, so, you know, that's literally the game, right? Here you go, I got some bug spray here, and some spiders ahead. I personally hate fucking spiders. But I'm still testing the controls, you know, messing around. And I come across this, like, little house in the middle, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go to see the house. There's obviously something there, right? There's obviously something in the fucking house. So I equipped the bug spray. Oh, cool, the bug spray worked. Here's the spiders. Fuck you, all these spiders. There we go. Fuck them all. Well, that spider gets fucking caught in the bridge there, so I'll go up to this house, and I think to myself, yes, go. There's got to be something here, right? No, it's fucking locked, isn't it? No, you can't go in this stupid house. What's the fucking point then? Have it blocked off. Do something. I've just wasted my time going over it. And oh, look, the spiders are woken back up. Brilliant. I imagine the spiders to do the exact same thing as the wasps do, because the frogs do, and the crickets do. They all do the same thing. They just jump at you, and then they just hook onto you. And that's it. Like, okay, if you're scared of bugs, that's fair enough. Wasps are horrible. You know, I don't like spiders. I have arachnophobia. But you get attacked by fucking frogs, and I'm like, I ain't fussed by frogs. I ain't fussed with crickets. But it's just so strange, this game. You're literally just running around trying to find this rabbit while avoiding bugs. And the bugs are, generally speaking, fairly easy to avoid. Except for the wasps. I hate the wasps because they're faster than you. As you can see here, they are pretty fast and they can catch up to you, as you can see. But yeah, in terms of controls, fucking horrible. It's tank controls, and it's not even good tank controls. It isn't Resident Evil levels of tank controls where it actually feels like it means something, or actually, you know, and not great but manageable. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. The camera angles are shit as well. You ever have it in a Resident Evil game where you're walking and then the camera angle changes, but you end up still going in the direction you intended? Well, this game is completely fucking different. That does not happen. The camera angle changes, and then even though you're fucking moving towards the direction you wanted to go originally, your character will suddenly change its direction because the camera angle's changed. Yeah. But isn't that's not fucking annoying at all, is it? No, of course not. So yeah, this game's shit. Don't play it. Just don't. And so we leave the best for last. I'm fucking joking there. We honestly don't leave the best for last. Well, at least it's developed by Best Media, right? And that's Volume 119, the Survival Game 2. Yes, number 2. There was a Survival Game 1 as well. I dread to think what that game was like, because this game, oh my word. So welcome to I'm walking around an empty stage for fucking 5 minutes looking for enemies. The game. I'm not even joking. Like, the graphics are okay, I guess, for the PlayStation 2. And I do kind of like the idea of like having a battle mode where you are in a team of 3 and you've got to take down your opponents. They're also a team of 3. So it's a 3-on-3 like deathmatch kind of thing where, you know. But it's more, do you know what the game is actually like? It's more like paintball. And do you know how paintball games do? Not very well. Financially, or they don't do any well at all. Like, all this paintball games I've seen have done absolutely terribly, and it's no surprise this game didn't get released outside of Japan. But somehow this game got a fucking sequel. Who knows how that happened, right? So yeah, so you're walking around with your AK-47 or whatever the fuck gun that is, with BBs in it. You got to go find your opponents, and there's not exactly difficult to take down once you find them, as long as you're outside of their detection radius. You can just shoot them and, yeah. No challenge whatsoever. Most of the time, you're just walking around an empty stage. Literally, it's empty, it's barren, it's boring. You're just walking around looking for those 3 enemies, and sometimes their placement is just really kind of stupid. So you're just wandering around, like, I wandered around pretty much the whole stage and was like, oh, where's the last guy? Oh, he's over here. Oh, here he is, all the way over here in the middle of fucking nowhere. Of course, that's where she should have been. I kind of expect one to be in the bloody fucking ceiling. You know what I mean? But yeah, really boring. Don't get me wrong, the controls are okay. They're, you know, I think the controls are probably the only good thing about this game. You know, you can stand, you can kneel, you can go prone. The gun controls are fairly decent for you know, using a controller over a mouse and keyboard. But the game is just bland. It is just boring. Just a waste of time. And that's it. I know. That's it. That's all of the Japanese exclusive games that I'm going to be covering from the Simple 2000 series. Now, you may though, oh, but there's this game and that game and that game was good. I picked the ones that were interesting for me, the ones that looked interesting just based on the cover, the title of the game. That's what I went for. Now, for this part 2, I actually had to swap 2 games out because 2 games didn't work. The 2 games I was originally planning to do were going to be the Tobo Prisoner and the Onna Okapachi Torimono Cho Ohuraru-chan Go Go Go. Yeah, so, I was planning to do that. And then, and I had to swap them out with something else from my Priority 2 list. But there's one game that probably should be mentioned, but will not be covered, and for obvious reasons. Just any gameplay of this game, just look it up. It is atrocious, and that is, I dread to even say the name of the game. Volume 94, the Aka Champion. The Aka Champion. Don't ever play that game. If you're that curious, go and look at footage on YouTube. There's a reason I didn't cover that game. I was very interested in that game because I know how fucking bad it is, and I thought it would be funny to play. But no, I realized something. It's got something that should not ever be shown in it, and I decided against it. So, and that was a very wise decision. What was the best game out of these 5, would I say personally? None of them. Literally none of them. Anyway, I've been Bio, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and tune in for the next video. Bye-bye!